Hi everyone, it is Chris and Steph in the Potli kitchen, and Steph is our special guest for today. She's our head of science here at Potli. She helps us with automation, formulations, operations, and all of the stuff that makes Potli a super quality and consistent product for you. So thank you, Steph, for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I'm really glad to be here today to show you a great holiday recipe. It's your holiday ham. There's a lot of different ways you can prepare it, and the recipe I'm preparing today is going to be a nice balance of a little bit salty, a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. And we'll be using Potli's honey today.
Great.
In the glaze.
Great.
So the good thing about holiday hams is that most of them come already cooked when you buy them at the store. So you just have to heat them through and glaze the top and get a nice crispy skin and break down those sugars. And so with that, we're also going to be roasting some beautiful red flowered onions. So
Put me to work.
Christine, my wonderful sous chef today, if you could take a whole red onion, leave the skin on, and have the roots pointing down, and cut them make 8 cuts so that you have these beautiful wedges that sort of unfold into a
Got it. So not
flow.
cutting all the way down and doing 8.
Correct.
4 cuts to make 8 sections?
Correct.
Got it. Okay, sure. I'll go ahead and do this, and you can continue on with whatever you need to do.
Awesome. So once we have those ready, we'll throw them in the pan with the ham. With the ham, you want a nice, moist, juicy ham to serve everyone. Everyone loves moisture. So we're gonna have some juices in the pan, and we'll be covering it tightly with foil and warming it in the oven at 350 degrees for about an hour and a half, depending on the size of your ham. And you can use a meat thermometer to check the inside temperature. When it reaches 120 degrees, we'll pop it out and start glazing it. So I'm gonna put that in the oven, and while it's heating, we'll prepare the glaze. So in our glaze today, we'll have the Potli honey, some molasses, and I'm going with rye whiskey for the nice spicy flavors, but you can use bourbon and other things, other drinks.
So what does the glaze do for the ham?
The glaze is going to have lots of different sugars and flavors in it, and those sugars are going to caramelize and they're going to crisp the skin up, and so you get lots of texture and variety of flavor around the outside of the ham. And then in the center, you'll have the nice salty, moist, juicy meat.
Got it. And then can you taste the alcohol, or does it kind of cook out?
Yeah, so the good thing, it'll be totally non-alcoholic. By the time you serve it, the alcohol totally evaporates, and you're left with all the, you'll have to just pour some extra sangria with it. So you want a nice, decent, like 1.5 cups of alcohol. Don't be shy. No need to worry about your alcohol content there. If anyone is a non-drinker, it's all about the spices and flavors today. And so for some extra sweetness, we're gonna add a tablespoon of molasses. You can use if you wanna go on the lighter side with the sugars, you can use a light molasses. And we'll mix that in. Of course, can't forget our gorgeous honey. We'll do about a tablespoon of honey.
I also feel like the sugars kind of help preserve the juices of the ham a little bit too, right?
Yeah, you definitely want to protect the moisture. No one likes a dry, chewy ham.
No one likes it dry.
So we're gonna whisk that up, and the last 2 ingredients are fresh ground pepper and some red pepper flakes if you want a little bit of heat.
Perfect. All right, I think I'm nearly done with the onions.
So we'll toss in our pepper.
Can I mix it for you?
Yes, please. cayenne pepper is a really, really potent heat, so you only need a small sprinkle. And then it should be just enough to balance out the flavors and not be too overpowering.
It smells like bad decisions.
The best decisions.
The best decisions, that's what it smells like. It's incorporating pretty well.
All right. So the next step before we glaze the ham is we'll put it in a saucepan and bring it to a boil and simmer it for about 20 minutes. And we're back now that our ham has reached an internal temperature of 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the fun part, we're going to glaze the ham. And so hams you can get spiral cut if you, to make it easier for carving, but I want to have a little fun with it, and we're going to do a crosshatch pattern on this whole ham so that we get a nice.
What is a crosshatch pattern? It's just like a crisscross?
Yeah, crisscross, checkerboard. Just you're creating crevices for in the fat for the glaze to sink into, and more surface area to crisp up. Do you want to give it a go?
Oh, sure.
Don't be shy.
So if I wanted to get like a lot more glazed flavor, would I do more grooves or not necessarily?
Yeah, you can do whatever suits your preference. If there's a nice thick layer of fat on the ham, you can do big chunks so you sort of get the reminiscent of a crispy pork belly. Or you can do smaller, less deep ones.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
And how long did you reduce this for?
It was like 15, 20 minutes, not too long. And so the consistency is a little bit syrupy, but still some volume in there because we're going to be basting it several times over the next 20 minutes to glaze it. Give it a whiff.
It smells so good. It smells so sweet. You can't smell any alcohol anymore. It's definitely gone.
Nice and peppery, nice and sweet and spicy.
Beautiful.
We're gonna baste that baby.
That looks so good.
Okay, and we're back now that we've done a couple more coats of the glaze and basted to taste. We're all ready to give it a taste.
I can't wait. It's so shiny and beautiful. And then we put the onions and the pearl onions in there as well. It's looking really nice and festive.
Just nestled in there with its best favorite friends.
Get a cut a little piece.
Yes. I'm so proud of my baby.
This guy.
Yo. Oh my god.
Oh my god, guys.
Oh, that's so good. That's actually.
I'm so proud of us, Christine.
Like I knew it would be good, but I didn't think it'd be this good. Like it's juicy and salty, but sweet. It's really moist.
Perfect balance of flavors.
Perfect.
Thanks for your help, Christine.
Thank you so much for coming on and teaching us how to make this beautiful ham.
Absolutely. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.